Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Geos and welcome to another episode in the Field Guide series. Today we're going to be reviewing the 9.3x 74R over and under break action rifle. This is a powerhouse. It can cover all the way from water buffalo down to coyotes. It has the most amount of animals that can be shot by one rifle in the game. It also uses two scopes. The 5.5 to 22 by 56mm rifle scope Eagle Mark 1 and the 1x1 to 8 X30 rifle scope. This has power in it. We're going to go up to the range. We're going to have a look at the animations first, because I left the mats up there. Like a dipstick I am. So let me put the scope away. Now, this weapon has the most amount of animals, but it comes with a downside. It has some recoil, it has some bullet drop to it. Compared to your other rifles, this thing's going to drop like a truck. So, I'm going to move this mat and be right back. Alright, I brought my mat. Give me have a look. Yep, there you go. See what this... Hang on. See what the gun looks like normally. It's beautiful design. I love that little bit of engraving into it. Aiming in third person. Really looks beautiful. Let's fire both. Let's fire a shot. Look at that. Let's try that again. Let's try that again, since it's making too much noise. And I broke it. Oh, lovely. Let's fire both shots. It's really got some fire rate to it. You want to make sure that animal's dead. You want to make sure the sun is dead. It's gonna really got your back. It's gonna really have your back. Beautiful. So let's take it to the actual range. I'm also going to carry this with me. So we're here. Let's put on the Eagle scope. And it's going to suffer a lot of bullet drop beyond 150. So let us on. Now I've already tested it, but I'm going to show you. So 75 shouldn't be too hard. 100 meters. Easy pickings. 150. Just slightly swayed off the wrong target, but I think I hit dead on. Let's try again. So I definitely hit the first one. There you go. Can't see my own dog properly. There's a little bit of bullet drop out, but I might be wrong. But it should be straight from there. Now, where you're really going to want to aim, start aiming and adjusting, is 200. Ah, see that bullet drop? You wouldn't have to put as much effort. But it also really gets affected by the wind. So about here. Ah, just too much. One more time. Nah, I'm just getting it. Nah, I just can't aim. Let's move on from this target. You can see roughly about here. It'll be a bit of a bullet drop. Now, let's try 250. Should be able to hit it from that. Bit high. So let's go middle of the hand. That holds our target. The wind is really strong. You see what I'm aiming. I think this also gets a bigger wind punishment. Yeah, pretty much bang on. Now, let's try 250. It's really where you start to not aim properly. 2. There you go. So roughly about there with this sight. I'll try it again. Of course, the wind is making it go a bit to the left. Now, let's go to 320. Roughly about there. Nope, too high. Try that again. There you go. Bit more to the right due to the drop. But as you can see, I should have done this at the all of them, but we've got a giant scope. That's about it. You really need to learn the bullet drop of this weapon to use it properly at long range. 150 and under, this thing's going to be absolutely fine. Now, I'm going to take it to the Red Feather Falls penetration test to see how well it does there. Then, we're going to do a hunt. We're going to go to Righton Ridge and Piccabeen Bay. I'm going to go for bison, moose, and Sitka deer. And then we're going to Piccabeen Bay to go for bangtang and water buffalo. But we're going to go to the penetration test first. And then we're going to go to those 2 reserves. I'll see you at the penetration test. We are here at Red Feather Falls at the archery addiction. I've brought with me the 9.3 X74R. But I've also put the scope on, and just so everyone knows, the 9.3 X74R ammunition does go with the drilling combination. But I believe it's a bit worse than that, but we'll find out whenever I start testing that. So the scope looks like that. So we're going to test it on, we can't test the bears, they never work. So we're going to test it on these animals. Got 10 meters away from this massive buck. As to be expected, gone straight through him. Now let's try this beautiful moose. 12 meters. Straight through the lungs. Stay a bit lower down. Easy. That was to be expected. Gonna try this whitetail at 50. Boom, straight through both lungs and the heart. To be expected with such a powerhouse. Now, let's try it on this moose. He's about 390 or 39 meters. Gonna try something a bit silly. Gonna shoot under the legs of this one. Through the lungs, so it easily would get into the heart. Now let's try this big guy over here at 60. See if I can hit the heart. Boom. Let's really test it from this area. We have. Go for that moose. It's about 80 out. Can't aim for the heart, officially. Straight through. Beautiful. Now we're going to test it. How are we going to test this weapon, you may ask? Simple. We're going to be hunting the different animals. We're going to be hunting the bisons and water buffalo. We're going to get a few kills on them. We're going to test this weapon at its distance of 150. The most common range to be firing at and under. And the likelihood is we can't get an extreme shot, so 150 is far. We're going to test it. And we're going to see how well it does. I'll see you at Right Run Ridge. We're out here at Right Run Ridge to go and shoot some bison, moose and sitka deer. We're going to test them. We're going to test them as close as we're willing to get, which is about 50 meters under. And then we're going to test them at a distance of 150 and maybe a bit further if we get lucky. I brought with me the 9.3 again. We're going to be testing it here, and then we're going to go and try and get some bang tang and water buffalo at Piccabeen Bay. So we have a female moose, and we're going to test it on her. You can find her. We'll shoot it at 150 and see how powerful this gun is. We're trying to go for the lungs. That's where we really want to go. So the female's a bit closer than I expected. I'm going to take a quarter shot. As to be expected within about 50 meters roughly. 30 to 45. We'll see when we get to it. I love that animation of just one bullet being put in. Here she is. Straight through her. Both lungs, liver and intestine. At 45 meters. She is pretty much destroyed. So let's continue and look for another one at distance. This time of the 150 to 100 mark, and we'll do the same for the sitka deer and the bison. Have our moose over here. We didn't get a good shot. Hopefully that should still drop her. That rock completely vanished. Spooky. So we went through the lung. Through the lungs. We'll see what we hit. It was a very dangerous shot. We hit both lungs. 103. 5-second wound time. And with the shoulder blade, that is power though. That was a nice shot, but it shows that it's not going to drop him with a double lung at that point. So let us go and find some bison and test it on them. We have a moose out here. Coming up to 250. Let's try some daring shots. That definitely hit. Hit in a good spot. Hopefully that'll drop them. There they go. A beautiful, roughly 250 to 60 meter shot. Now the best way to aim is that with that line in the crosshairs, just that little gap below the crosshair in the middle, That red bit there, I'll get an arrow in the video, is a very good spot to aim. I'm looking for a target to shoot. There's another moose. It didn't hear the gunshot. So you'll see at the very strong distance what we hit. Here we have some blood. Lungs, beautiful. Now I seriously doubt it's going to be a double lung, it's going to only be about single. So let us check out this female. The other ones haven't spooked yet, they haven't noticed me, but they didn't even hear the bullet, which is even funnier. Here's our female. Shoulder blade into the lung. But I didn't hit the shoulder, but I think I might have got 2 lungs, but I seriously doubt it. But there you go, 255 meters, you're going to get a single lung really on a moose. That really tells you the power behind this thing. This thing is a beast of a rifle. And I can definitely see why people really love it. I myself like using other weaponry, but this, as I pull it out again, I can see why this thing is a truck so far. But we're really going to find out when we go bison hunting. Look at a bison, that is a very big one at that. Look at those, look at them horns, boy! Couldn't get the estimate, but man, look at those horns. Look at that. 130. Okay, so let us get close. About getting to 20 meters if we can. Yes, hello, hello, hello. He starts to take a shot. So he shot him. As you can see. He's dropping blood and he's dead. He didn't get far. Let's take a look at this beauty. Love the horns on these guys. Let's have a look. Yeah, straight through both lungs. 6 seconds wound time. 106. He's actually quite a nice one. Leveled up in bison tracking. So now we've got a group who's running away. I'm going to chase down one of these guys to about 150, and we're going to test the strength there. Because 150 should be a good way to tell these guys. So we have a bison. He is quartering at 138. Let's try and keep our eyes on him. Or them, do you say? Yeah, it's a female. Gotta be neutral out here. Go for the shot. Think I aimed far too back with that shot. We'll see if it drops. Here's the blood. Get there. Intestine, yeah, I ain't too far back. Oh, here it is. Have a look then. Look at that. I went through the right lung, liver and intestines at 146. There's some power behind that. Jeez. Who are you? You're mad, you're gonna get shot. Let's test a shot on this guy for giggles. Shouldn't get far. But we'll see if we can find some Sitska deer. And then we will move to water buffaloes. and see how strong it is, but really the bison have said enough about this rifle. This thing is a powerhouse. I can't imagine what it will do to a coyote or anything like that. And he's down. We got our main one over there, then we picked up another one from distance of 200. So he just dropped in his tracks over there, so that is quite a lot of power in it. I'll go and check. I think I'll probably hit the other guy's spine at the same time. That's why he died. Let's check you. I put 2 rounds in you. You didn't get far though, so... Leg and intestines, that's why he died. But stomach, that would have dropped him quickly. Beautiful. Let's go and check on the other guy. Alright, that's pathetic. I hit his neck. Ooh, yeah, it showed about here, so that's actually quite interesting. There you go, 200 meters on that. I'm going to teleport down here and see if we can find some Sitka deer. You join me up here at Afterland Lodge to look for some Sitka deer to put a round into. I think for these guys we only need to test 150 if we can. There's one over there. Actually, we can do a penetration test on him. Where is he? The wind is blowing a bit fast, so I need to aim lower. And he starts. And you stop, boy. Wind's blowing to the left as well. Let's try now. That definitely hit him. Let's go and check to see what we hit. Likely body, but he might have hit something 5 top 300. So we're out here at Picklebean Bay. We're going to go and test this rifle on mainly our final species. I couldn't find the Sitka deer, so we're just going to have to leave it. I think the bullet missed. You know, looked like a hit. So we're going to go and track some war buffalo down. We're going to do 2 tests, the range and just the close-up damage. And I think we'll be able to call it a day and give my verdict on this rifle. So we have up over here. I'm going to try and get within 20 and put a round in him. This is close enough. And he's out. Just like that. The biggest species in the game dropped in 1 shot. Straight through the massive lungs. Compared to a bison, this guy dropped instantly. It's a not bad one as well. So let us go and get one from a bit of a distance. And if we're lucky, we'll catch some bantang or anything like that. And I think we'll put a video. We have another war buffalo core. I've teleported up north. So let us have a look and see how good this buffalo is. And also, we're going to try and shoot him from 150 meters, if possible, to see how well this thing does. That is a big buffalo over there. Nice bit of horn to him. He's closer than I wanted him to. Let's try and pick him off. We're going to try something a bit daring. We're going to go and see how much penetration's in this thing. Testings. So I'm going to slowly follow him and see if he drops. That got him. So he was still going from the first shot, but we decided to put a second one in him. Bit of a frame rate trouble, but that's cool. Pick up in both of you. It's not really even good hardware friendly. Let's have a look at you. Level 7 with the 9.3. X74 arrow. So we went from intestines to sun, that's quite a nice amount of penetration, and then at the same distance we just double lunged him. He's not bad. I'm going to take a trophy shot. Here's our trophy shot. Try and get a nice look to it. First we're going to get in this time. And due to time constraint I'm going to have to end it here, but I'll give my reviews on this beautiful rifle. This thing kicks like a truck. As you can see, it's not poor in power. You will have to be careful with bullet drop. Is this weapon worth a buy, really? My answer is yes. It is a truck in power. You can learn the bullet drop, this thing is going to be your best friend. For people who are free to play, so you don't want to pay for anything, I would say it's a good weapon to take. I will at some point be covering the Thehunter, which is its rival in efficiency, and I'll be able to do that. But this does pretty much nearly outclass a lot of the rifles if you're looking for multiple animals it covers and general power. But I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.